I could spend all of my money at Home Depot if I wanted to, easily. A towel, put a towel over your head. It's just like an umbrella, a little bit different. Love you.
Love you too.
I love your umbrella.
Thanks.
We want to get it before the 4th of July week, and that is coming up very quickly. So it's raining again. Good morning. Just dropped the kids off and we had to run through the rain a little bit. We waited it out because it was like a downpour on the way. And I was like, we don't need to go get completely soaked. I checked the radar and it was gonna pass through pretty quick. So we waited out a few minutes and then we just went in. It's definitely the rainy season. We have hit the rainy season. The dry season is over. We don't have to worry about those wildfires anymore, I don't think, because it is raining every single day. I have a few stops to make and I'm not sure if I want to make them all today. I don't know if I want to get soaked today when I could just do it tomorrow instead, because it's just like I need to get some water. And I was gonna run to Home Depot, but we'll see when I get up that way how it is. So I made it to the water stand or whatever you want to call it, and it is pouring like crazy. The little break is over, and we are back in the bad stuff. So it's right there, and there's a cover. So I think I'm gonna go for it. I mean, it's just water, right? And I don't have any crazy place to be. I'm gonna go to Home Depot, but it's Home Depot. Who cares? That's where people walk through there covered in mud or cement or whatever. So I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm just gonna grab, I don't know about all of them, I'll grab at least one of these. That's just gonna run. It's like a couple feet. So I might get soaked for a second, but that's it. So I made it out here. I'm waiting on the water to fill up now. I have like a little channel behind me, a little dry spot. That's where I've been standing, because it is flipping around from all different directions, and it's pretty crazy. This is a good storm. We got a couple things at Home Depot, and it's funny, every time I'm in there, I'm like, I'll walk down an aisle, head to the register, and I'm like, hey, I need one of those. I have to resist buying the whole store because there's just so many things I could use just working on the house. And okay, I had this project eventually I want to do, and I could use it for that. So I could spend all of my money at Home Depot if I wanted to, easily. I got the things I needed, and I'm heading to the post office. It looks like the rain's finally stopping, which is good because I don't want to get this soaking wet. That'd be good. So I'm gonna drop that off and then get back to the house, get some breakfast. So I mentioned not getting that wet. It's funny, I went to get out of the truck and I opened the door and I dropped the envelope right on the ground, right into a mud puddle. So it ended up getting wet anyways, but luckily those things, they have the plastic bubble wrap on the inside, so I don't really have to worry about the actual item getting wet. And I have like protection. I put extra protection on the inside as well, so not worried about the product getting wet. It's funny that I mentioned I don't want to get it wet, and I drop it right into a mud puddle. Love you.
Love you too.
I love your umbrella.
Thanks. Gotta stay dry.
Yeah, look at that. All right, be safe.
All right, love you.
Love you. So we have an umbrella, but only one, and the one umbrella is in her car. I said, we'll just open the garage so you can go right out. It's a lot faster, but she works in food service, so her shoes are all gross, and she refuses to walk on her floor in those shoes. I said, I can carry them over there. She's like, no, I'll just wait. I said, all right, how about we get a towel and put a towel over your head? It's just like an umbrella, a little bit different. Keep her somewhat dry, but this rain is relentless. It's just not stopping. It's just more and more and more and more, and I need to go outside, which I might just do it because it's not lightning. I might just go out in the rain. I'm here. I mean, I'll change if I get soaked. I need to go out back because, as I believe I mentioned before, could be wrong. Maybe I didn't, because we've been keeping it secret from the kids. But we were planning to get a pool. We're gonna get not an in-ground pool, but an above-ground pool because for one, they're very expensive to get in-ground pool. Two, I don't even know if we get one because the way the yard is set up. Anyways, not gonna get all that details. And three, because it's a lot faster to get an above-ground pool. We can just get it and set it up and be good to go. We want to get it before the 4th of July week, and that is coming up very quickly. So we need to order as soon as possible because it takes about a week or something like that, 7 to 10 days, something like that to get here, and then we have to set it up and fill it up. And I plan to build like a structure on the inside to make like a shallow end because the kids don't know how to swim. Malia almost does now because she goes to the pool like twice a week with summer camp, so she's been working on it. But with Shay, he doesn't know how to swim at all. I want to build a shallow end to give the kids, you know, a more fun play area rather than she's using like floaties the whole time, just so they can actually stand. I want to get it. You say, why don't you get a smaller pool? But we want to enjoy it too ourselves, so I'm gonna get a taller one so we can enjoy it also. But I need to go out here just measuring just to make sure. I'm like 99% it will fit just fine, but I need to get out there and measure because you have to level the ground, and I don't want to have it where it's like some parts of our yard they really drop down, so that'd be a lot to work with to prep the ground. So I think it'll be just fine right here in this big open area if I just do it like right outside this window, but I gotta get out there and measure. Finally got a break in the rain, so just went out there and did some measuring for the pool, and it's I believe 20 by 10, so 20 feet long, 10 feet wide, 4 feet high, I want to say this. But when I measured it, and if you look at the image I'm showing you right now, it's I put like a baseball and a basketball, a toy truck, and a tire. If you can imagine, it's oval shaped in between there. That's the size of the pool. That's exactly where it's gonna go. I'm not sure about that. We might put it right by the window. I might put it farther out in the yard. I'm not exactly sure where we want it yet. I would like to have a little more privacy, but as I mentioned before, it's kind of weird the way our yard's set up. We'd have to get a new fence, probably 8-foot tall fence, because 6 feet is just not tall enough the way it is where the yards are lower on the property lines. So like where you put the fence, it's lower than where the houses are, everything else is up. So when you have a 6-foot fence, it doesn't really seem like it when you're up on in your yard because the yard's higher. That would be a whole nother project, a lot more money to get the fences taken down and 8 foot up. So I got some figuring out to do. I don't know, maybe I'll do some type of little privacy setup right near the pool. I don't know, or build like a deck, maybe like a patio with a little rail, and that way there's privacy as well. I don't know, I gotta think about it. I will say though, with all this rain, it is killing my head. So I've been not feeling the greatest lately. It's been on and off. I'm pretty sure it correlates with all of the rain that we're getting because Andrea has the same issue. If it's raining, she's been getting really bad headaches, and I've been getting headaches too, like daily. And normally I don't get headaches daily. I think it has to do with this weather. It's like the low pressure and all that. We're just gonna get more and more of that for the next, I don't know, 4 months or more. So I got to get used to it, unfortunately. I think we need to move out to the desert or something. We're gonna be here, we're not going anywhere anytime soon, but it's interesting how that works, and hopefully we get a break in it because it's tiring to have a headache every day. Before I get to work, I'm gonna go ahead and work on these weights a little bit. It is raining again, so kind of throws out the window my plan of keeping them dry. I mean, I could do them in the garage, but I still want to deal with that mess. So I'll probably put them back outside, spray some more of this gel on it. But today I did buy, see if I can find it here, somewhere in here. This is the other stuff I bought. Rust-Oleum metallic finish, so it's like the same color as the weights were. I needed some of this. This is random. It's just Blaster Multi-Max. It's like WD-40. It's lubricant, but it's not like, I guess not really like WD-40, but similar. It's so things don't squeak. It's for the hinges and all that. Then I bought this. This is it's called Rusty Metal Primer. It says use on heavily rusted metal for ultimate finish. So I wanted to get a primer to put on before the paint, and this says for rust. So if there's any rust at all, hopefully this will help so it doesn't get any worse. And then what I'm trying to get to is this right here. I did not have a wire brush, and I need one. I use them all the time, randomly. Now I have one, and I'm gonna use it. So yesterday, I just sprayed this rust removing gel right on the rust, and it was kind of just like the surface, and I used a toothbrush. Now I'm gonna try to get some layers of that rust off of this first, then put the gel on and see if that does the trick. Change of plans. I am gonna wait till the rain calms down a little bit because it is really rough, and I don't want to put that stuff on there just to have it wash right off immediately. I think it's supposed to have another break here soon, and I'll go do that when the time's right. But for now, I'm gonna get back to working on this right here. All right, so the rain passed pretty quick. Hopefully it doesn't come back. but I forgot I have the other side of the weights to do also. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on the bottom sides from yesterday. All right, so I just got the rust inhibitor on those weights. I'm not gonna bore you with that. I'll just give you a quick update later on how all that goes. And whenever I get to the next step, I'll show something. But I know that yesterday I showed the whole process, so I'm not gonna go through that again. Like I said, I'll just give you an update. I may have gotten a little bit distracted before I started work. I was thinking about something I've been wanting to do for a little while. We had some little things to do, like as you saw the other day, I was working with the kids on earning a star for a lesson. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go and either buy a book or go online, find some worksheets for them to do. And that way, like, they can do one a day, depending on the difficulty. If it's really easy, then maybe two. And then during the summer, they can get a head start going into this next year. That way, there's no like big surprises. We can see where they're at. If there's areas they need to work on and stuff like that, get them prepared. So that way, when they go to, you know, well, not a new school, they're both gonna be at the same schools this year, but next year, Shay will be going to a new school. It'll be a new class. I know for kids, it can be overwhelming sometimes. You go into a new class, you got a new teacher, you got new kids around you, and you have new stuff you have to learn. So if I can help them get a head start on the learning part, then they can adjust easier. They're like, oh, I already know how to do this for, like, you know, at the beginning of the year. And obviously, if they struggle with some things, even then, I still want to work with them on, you know, certain subjects throughout the year if I can. If I have the time, and I'll find the time to make it happen. Anyways, I printed a bunch of these worksheets, and the goal is to give them at least one each a day and have them do it, try their best. They don't have to get 100% to get the star, but as long as they're trying, and I'll be there to help them along, help them learn with what they're having problems with, and then they'll get their star. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. So it's kind of funny. I have to note this. It's not a effect I use to end the editor. This tripod right here is one I use to do these time lapses, and I just showed you the one, and you can see the screen slowly sink down, and that's not from the editor, that's from this tripod. So this tripod is pretty, I don't know, I feel like it was a pretty good deal. So maybe that's why it's just the type, but from just the weight of my phone on here, I'll set it and I won't even realize it because it goes so slow, but it will slowly sink until it hits like a notch somewhere. The other ones are moving, that's why it's going down. But anyways, it'll hit a notch like that, and then it'll just stop, and then it'll sit there. So that's why that's doing that. It's not me. It looks okay. I think it looks fine. I think, honestly, if I didn't say anything, people probably wouldn't even realize it, but I just thought it was funny, so I had to mention it. All right, so I'm taking a quick lunch break, and I went out and checked on the weights where the rust was getting off, or melting off, whatever you want to call it, eating it. Looks like the gel did pretty good. It got most of the stuff off. I don't really see any rust spots, at least initially. I brought them into the garage, dried them off with a towel. There's still some of that gel on there, but I wiped it off with a towel that I'm no longer gonna use in the house. It's gonna be a shop towel now, but it's okay because I think the towel is like 10 years old or something, so it's basically a shop towel anyways. I'm gonna let those dry all the way, and then maybe later today after I get the kid, probably not this afternoon because I wanna just keep working and working and working, but maybe later I'll put the primer on, or start putting the primer on. What's on your face? Are you Batman? You colored that by yourself? Did you draw the stars too?
Well, I did color it, but like they printed out. Then I like colored it with markers.
Still really cool though. Shay, what's in there?
Ta-da!
Is there more?
Yeah.
There's a lot more, huh? Guess what? It's because today when I was working, I found a lot more. So I put them all in here. You guys can make giant towers now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've been tackled. Jeez. Dude, look at that. Like a pile. Hurry up, hurry up.
We're trying. Let's put Tommy down. It's waiting.
Oh no.
No, we just
Be careful, careful. How many is there, guys? About 30 of them?
Yeah, 1,500.
1,500? So I have a little bit of time while I'm cooking dinner, and I'm gonna run out and spray this Rust-Oleum primer on the weights, because they're dry, they're ready to go. But the thing is, I didn't realize This takes 48 hours to fully dry, so I can't paint with this other top coat for 2 days. It's like I am not gonna be using those weights this week at all. I was hoping to get a little workout in tomorrow, but I'll have to do some other type of workout. I don't know, just not use those weights. But anyways, I'm gonna go spray this primer on it and I'll let it sit. It says it can dry to touch in 30 minutes, so I'll probably wait half hour, 45 minutes, roll them, and then spray the other side. And then we'll let the 2 days begin. All right, guys, I got a question for you. You got an opportunity here. Look what I did today.
What?
So, look, this is Malia's folder, and then this is Shay's, okay? So look, these are worksheets, okay? Wait, they're worksheets, okay?
How do you use them?
You guys have to figure them out. It's just like your other worksheets with reading and stuff. And I will pick one out for you. And if you guys do one, you get a star. Okay? It's an opportunity. You don't have to get 100%. You have to try. Okay? You want to do one? Shay, you want to do a worksheet? Yeah? Okay, I'll get one for you. All right, Malia. So this one, what you have to do is you put the number, how many stars you see in this box. So right there, how many is that? Okay, so you're gonna write 1 there, and then you'll count how many are here, and put that number there, and then you add them together.
6.
And then how many's there?
6.
I know, we're starting out really easy tonight. Do you want to do a math and a reading? You want to do that? We'll do one of each every day. How's that sound?
Good.
Okay. We'll get you a pencil or a pen, and you can start on this. Shay, you ready? Shay, you live? You're stuck in TV mode?
Shay!
Are you a zombie? Come here. I got your worksheets. All right, Shay. So on yours, what you're gonna do is all you have to do is match from this side to that side. So look, what is that right there?
A card, a bus.
Okay, do you see a bus on this side somewhere?
I can see it.
Okay, all you have to do is draw a line from this bus to the other bus. And you have to do the same thing all the way down.
And
So
then I can do the number 2 card super fast, and then I can do number 9 out.
Yep.
And
Okay, let me get you a pencil, okay? All right, you said you're done? All right, let's take a look. So 1 plus 5 is, what is that, a 0? Okay, we gotta work on, all right, draw the
I
line.
don't know.
I know, you gotta draw the line though, because no, you can just draw
It
it.
looks.
Yeah, it's really tiny, but you gotta make it bigger, because next year your teacher maybe get confused and think it's a 0 and then mark it wrong. Let's just practice. And then your 5, it's good, but it's backwards. All right, bud, look, start, you said the race car, right?
Yeah, but I mean to do this.
No, the truck. Where's the other truck? All right, draw a line from the truck to the truck, just like the bus.
Okay.
Up, you gotta hold it up straight. Okay, so you're gonna hold it like this. All right, truck. To the truck.
Sometimes I use
See? See how much easier it is now? All right, what else? What else do you see there? The car to the car? Okay, go ahead.
Sometimes I use this.
Oh, you did it. It's okay. A little zigzag, but it's fine. All right, Malia, what you got here? Looks like a perfect 5 to me. All right. 4 plus 3 is 7. 6, so you can work on that 6. It kind of looks like a 0 there too. 6 plus 2 is 8. And 5 plus 4 is 9. You're so good.
I did it!
All right, so work on your 6, and then we'll do your reading
I did
worksheet.
it!
Let me see. Let me check. All right, bus to bus, truck to truck, race car to race car, regular car to regular car, and then, wait, this is a little tricky. Okay, I see. So this to this, and then you have that. It got you. It got me too, dude. Look, see this one's facing that way,
Yeah.
and that one's facing that way, right? See how you went from here to there and here to there? So this one, these are the same, right, Shay? Look, right here. So draw the line from this one. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I did it. I did it.
Yeah, I know, but it got you confused with this one. See, this one you drew to here. So you just need to draw a line from this one to that one, okay? It's all right to make mistakes. They got me too. All right, so we're gonna start out kind of easy and then we're gonna get harder as the days go on, okay? So on this one, you have to match the lowercase letter with the uppercase letter,
Oh, okay.
okay? So just check off which one is the same letter, okay? All right, let's take a look. R R I I B B M M E E. All right, now I want you to read them back to me with the letters going up this way. What letter is that? What letter is that? What letter is that? What letter is that? Perfect. You're doing so good with your letters now. All right. Well, they're really easy tonight, right? You killed it. You got down in like half a second. But we're gonna do harder ones, okay? You knocked it out of the park, and it's time for a star. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You get a star today for Wednesday for doing a learning lesson. Hey, I need you to play rock, paper, scissors. Just best out of one. So whoever wins this wins.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right. That's it. Best out of one. That's what I said. Che, come here. Don't knock it down.
Where the heck?
Don't knock it down yet.
Go ahead.
I made a giant tower. Now, look, I want you to pick one of these two cars and you gotta race it forward and see if you can hit it. Knock it down. Whoa! A for apple. Yay! You did it, man. You get a star now. You get a star. All right, good job, dude. And you get a star for eating healthy tonight. 2 stars. So I ended up bringing the weights inside for the night. They look pretty good. They look decent. I might just paint them tomorrow. Or no, not tomorrow. I can't because it's 48 hours. I might just wait to paint them till next week, but I'm not sure yet. They look good, but since I have to wait the whole weekend until I can work on it, because we got some stuff going on for Shay's birthday, which we went to Legoland. That was his birthday present, but we're doing like a little party. You know, you can't just do nothing on his birthday. So we're doing a little bit of fun stuff with him over the next couple days. And then Sunday we will be out of town. So I'm not gonna have time to paint that. Thinking of maybe doing another layer of primer, just at least one more in some of the spots where it was really rusted in, kind of fill it in a little bit. Maybe not, we'll see. So my advice today is if you're thinking about doing something and you're like, I'd rather just go home or whatever, or, you know, just trying to think of an excuse not to do it, I say just go for it, make it happen. You get the courage to try, you know, worst case, probably nothing really crazy is gonna happen and it'll be a learning lesson. If you're thinking about doing something and there's all these excuses hanging there not to do it, but you really want to do it, and it'd be, you know, benefit you one way or another to do it right then, just do it. Just make it happen. I'm challenging you to do it.
Bye-bye.